don't train, which is important anyways. I don't think you should train to make people tap. I really don't. Like, to me, as I apply a move, I want to make sure, like, first of all, the ultimate's the choke is what I want.
Yes.
To me, submissions, arm bars, kimuras, leg locks, they're just because it's in my way. And it's like, okay, it's kind of like scoring a touchdown in a game. It's not over with, but I'm upping the score in my favor. I guess I kind of think of it akin to like a boxer take a body punch. Hey, man, if you fall down and take a knee and the fight's over with, great. But that body punch is actually more meant to hurt you and disable you and put you more in my favor. So that's the way I look at submissions. Even nowadays when I train with people, I've never had anything broken in the gym. I've never had my knee popped. I've never had anything because I tap. When something feels uncomfortable, you catch me, I tap. If I don't know how you got me, I'm probably going to ask you after we roll how you got me, what'd you do, show me, you know what I mean? But the ego of, like, you not protect yourself, guys, just let it go. I'm like, no, that reinforces that they're an idiot, that this is a game or something. Like, if you're not tapping, I'm assuming that means my move isn't very good because it's not breaking something, you know what I mean? Like, if you tap, that means you're protecting your limb and you're reinforcing I have good technique. If you just train to make people tap in the gym all the time for shit that isn't really going to make them tap in a fight. There's things that I'll tap to in the gym. It's like, okay, that's kind of pain compliance. Yeah. But if we're outside my car right now and my kids were there and you're in between me and them, I'm not tapping to that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, that ain't happening. And most people ain't, you know what I mean?
That's on them, though. That's bad technique. That's why I tell guys, when I see a bigger guy being like, well, he tapped. I'm like, yeah, he tapped with your forearm across his neck. If that gets a bigger guy, you're a little bit lighter. That's not going to work, man. What do you, don't.
But see, that starts with the mentality that buddy tapped.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold on. It's funny, and there's actually it's actually a process of thought. I forgot what it's called, but basically it's when you use the measuring stick as the actual test. For example, when they did the No Child Left Behind, right? So we educated the kids, so they say, hey, we're going to make sure the kids take this test.
Yeah.
And how well they do on the test is how well we'll do for, state or government funding to the school. So what teachers did, which humans do, is they just taught the kids how to take the test. They weren't teaching them. They said, okay, well, we'll just make you better at the test. It's kind of like when guys go to the weight room. I always tell people, they're like, hey, are you lifting weights to be a better fighter? Or are you lifting weights for the sake of lifting weights? I see guys like, oh, I can bench press 2.25 for 30 reps. I'm like, that doesn't, you're missing the point. That's a measuring tool for upper body strength and endurance, but you're specializing in now the game. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, okay, so you're good at the game, but for the sake of the game, but you should be good at the game because it helps reinforce realistic life, realistic aspects of situations and systems.
Yes, you're not bench pressing yourself out of most situations in a street fight.
No. It's usually like that's why, like, people at the combine, watch the NFL combine. How often do you see a guy like they'll show him on ESPN? This guy just ran for his position the fastest. You never hear about them when they're in a regular season ever again. That was their highlight because they specialized to be good at the test. So to me, when you train just to make people tap, it's like, okay, so like, of course, I mean. There's times I tap to things. It's like, and I'll be honest with you, the guy who tapping, honestly, it was just uncomfortable. I didn't want to, but I don't think it was a good move. He should have been here, been there, and I can give adjustments. But if you're just there to make people hurt and make them tap, it's like, but right now we're all got to go to work tomorrow.
100%,
like, there's a different mentality.
You want longevity. I don't know about you, but since I got done fighting, I haven't taken one punch since I got done fighting. I haven't sparred one day. I'll do some pad work. But I roll all the time. Even if it's with my wife, I can have a nice chess match with her. She's a purple belt now. I just stay sharp and when I get moves off on her, I'm not forcing anything. It's got to be 100% technical. I'm not using my strength so we have a nice little chess match, and she knows how to get out from the back, so it's a nice.
So important for women.
It's so great, man.